Hi, just thought I'd do a quick video. I haven't done a video for a little while. This week's been quite busy actually, pleasurably. It's been quite nice. Kids are back at school and I'm able to plug myself into the things that I need to do. So everything seems to be all aligning and flowing in the way that it should be, in the way that I want it to be. But today I felt compelled to do another rune focus, a tarot focus. There will be a little bit of explanation of a rune in there as well. But today it's more about the tarot, because I'm currently working with the runes in a particular process at the moment for something specific that I'm doing. So I will talk about a rune that I'm working with today based on that, because I have to put all my energy into that at the minute. But today I've picked a card which is the Two of Swords. I'll try and hold it steady for you. So the Two of Swords is a card that talks about a conflict. So as you can see, the lady's blindfolded. She's holding up the two swords. I'm trying to look at it and look at the picture. And in the background, that's actually water there. I always think this one looks a bit like Wales. It looks like the Welsh hills over there. And Wales I always think of as a nice place to go to sort of reconnect with the inner wild woman, with your ancestral energy, if you have Celtic ancestry. So looking at the backgrounds, the reason I mentioned that with the water is that see how still the water is. It's almost like you could see your reflection in it. So what it's asking you in this is to allow yourself to be like the water. Allow yourself to try and stay calm in that stillness, and allow it to reflect back to you, yourself. So if the lady's blindfolded there, it means that she's shut herself off from what's around her, what's going on around her. So have a think about where you are right now. Are you shutting yourself off from what's going on around you? Maybe even your boundaries are a little bit too high. I mean, boundaries are a positive thing, but you don't want to completely shut yourself off from your support system, from people that are possibly there that want to help you, but you're not letting that in. So looking into the water again, reflect yourself, and you can look within then to see what your heart is saying for one, and what is your mind saying, what is your logic saying to you, because the two swords represent that. Your heart is one and your logical side is the other, and they're conflicting. One is saying one thing and one is saying the other. Which one feels the most truthful to you, and which one feels the most relevant at the moment? So what does your heart say? What is your mind saying? What is your logical part of your brain telling you about this particular situation? Because yeah, you might think that you have balance right now, but actually this card is suggesting that that is an illusion. There isn't as much balance as you feel. You need to resolve something here, and it has to come from you. Hiding from it and trying not to see it is not going to take it away. It's still going to be there. You need to face it. Okay. I did a post yesterday about the polarities of stillness and movement. So that kind of brings us to today as well. It's still quite relevant, and I think that's why I've been prompted to do these videos, is suggesting about if you think about your masculine and feminine within you. So relate that to yin yang, the stillness and the movement. It's kind of like a dance between the two to create a union. So, you know, if masculine and feminine together work together well, then it creates that beautiful union within yourself, where there is that equilibrium, where things feel balanced. And that is what you need to strive for at the moment. But there's conflict there. There's something conflicting within you as to like what it is that you actually want. So try to, if you are suppressing your feelings at the moment, people around you, they probably can see that and feel that, but they don't know how to respond to it or how to get you to open up to it. So there may be a little bit of reacting going on there. There might be that they sense something not right with you, but they don't know how to ask. And there is something going on with you, but you don't know how to speak up and say what you need. So take this opportunity to find that balance between the stillness and the movement, between the masculine and the feminine within you. And if at the moment you feel quite stuck or quite still, then you need to find a way for movement. So dancing can be good for that. Having a run, doing some exercise, even writing or something like that can help to bring that movement in, which can help to unlock a lot of that pain and anguish and suppression that you've got there. If it is that you've been moving too fast at the moment, there's been too much movement going on, then I invite you to try and find some stillness there. Have a look in that stillness. What is the first thought that comes to mind? Where are your thoughts going to straight away? Is there a resounding thought that keeps going round and round and round? Because there's something that needs to be acknowledged there. Working for that balance between your heart and your mind. Yeah? Because we can't be all one and not the other. That brings us out of balance, and it's not a safe place for you to be. So another card that I have that is quite interesting to work with these are the chakra oracle cards, and when I was picking a tarot card, these flew at me and this one fell out. So this one, Destiny, is all about two people, the white one and the black one. So again, yin yang, that balance of the dark and the light. They want to be together, but the gods tell them that their path is not to be together. That's not their destiny, or that's not their fate, if you like. So but they love each other so much that they just can't bear to not be together. So they go to the gods and they kneel down before them and they say they feel they need to be together. And actually, through them being together, they're a lot stronger. They can work together. The gods couldn't see it from that point of view until they stood their ground and said, look, this is how we truly, truly feel within ourselves. This is what we need. And when they did that, it opened up a portal of a divine source of energy that their love brought. Okay, so if you think that love is the source of all, that is, so say like for instance, if love is out of balance, there may be, say, love that you can't give to somebody. Maybe if they're not there, or you've had an argument with them or something like that, it can be flipped around into anger or frustration, and it's just love without a place to go. So if you always bring yourself back to that source of being, that source of reason, that's where it is. So to help you with that, when you're looking within, is trying to look for, what are you grateful for right now? Where can you give a bit of love in order to receive a little bit of love? I'm working with the rune Gebo today, which brings me nicely onto that. And Gebo is that dance, that balance of giving and receiving. So for every gift a curse, if you like. So when you give a gift, yes, you give a gift and some people say, oh, I don't expect anything back. I have no expectation whatsoever. But we do. It's balance. If you give something, then you need to have something in return. If you take something, you need to give something in return. That is balance. It's not about being expectational or anything like that. It's just balance. It's just the way that things need to be. And that's what's going on within you, is there needs to be an exchange there, a balance. But also it works with the external environment as well. So the people, your relationships, people around you, what can you do yourself to change a particular situation? If you are suppressing your feelings, how can you express your needs without hurting anybody, without sort of making it somebody else's problem, without reacting to something? Where can you just say, right, this is what's going on for me right now, this is what I need? And unapologetically be able to say, this is where I'm at. To achieve balance in my life, this is what I need right now. It's not easy to do. I think it's difficult to do. But sometimes your boundaries can be a bit too high, where you're not letting that support in there, and they want to, but they don't know how to, and so they react to you, and it just creates more conflict, and we suppress our feelings even more. So I invite you to look at the Two of Swords and the Destiny card, and using the energy of the rune Gebo to find that balance between the masculine and the feminine within you. Find that balance between what your heart is saying and what your mind is saying, and come to a conclusion on that. Okay, this video is a lot longer than I expected it to be, but I hope that that brings you some kind of clarity today. I hope that helps in any small way, and I'm doing this really exciting thing at the moment that's taken me the best part of the month, so I'm probably not going to be around on social media too much, but I am available for sessions if anybody wishes to get in touch with me. So take care, speak to you soon, blessed be.